Okay, hello! Welcome back to another Gotta See 'Em All, and we have a special guest here today. What's your name?
I'm Mom.
And what is our Gotta See 'Em All theme for today?
We are going to be talking about the live action How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh yeah! Okay, so we're going to start off with a segment called What You Reading, What You Watching. So what you been reading and watching?
Well, I just read the new Hunger Games book.
Oh.
Yeah, with Haymitch as the main character.
Okay.
So I just got through that one. I would not recommend it if you are looking for a happy ending. It's super depressing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Young ones don't read that book.
Yep, definitely not. I would definitely say it has some of the more gory deaths as far as the Hunger Games are concerned.
So I've been knowing you've been watching the movies, listening to the books. Which one would you prefer? Would you rather have the books or the movies? Which one's better?
I did start listening to the original 3. I'm on number 2 right now.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you and I watched the first movie. And finishing the book and then immediately watching the movie, you realize how much it's lacking. It has so many important details that have just been chopped right out of there.
So you're saying you like the book more?
Definitely.
What I'm hearing.
It's definitely right.
Okay. So I've been reading Campground Kids.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been digging a new author. It's one is called A Wolf Called Wander and A Wolf Called Fire.
And there's also a whale book and a horse book that go with that series. I remember the last name, Perry. I don't remember the first name of the author.
No. But I've been really digging that author.
Yep. And so what you been watching?
Well, last episode we told them about Mythbusters. We've really been watching, but lately I've been watching on my YouTube, but I watched something different. Me and my cousin, we've been watching a YouTube channel called Terra Green, which is like he builds terrariums and stuff, and it's fun to watch. And he makes civilizations out of bugs. It's super cool.
Didn't he have some lizards in there at one point?
He found a living dinosaur.
A living dinosaur, huh?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, what was that?
It was a lizard that flared out like one of the raptors. And spat out stuff.
Ooh, just spit out the toxic ink.
So that's where they kind of got that inspiration for it.
Very cool.
I think.
Very cool.
Okay, so now we're going to get into the How to Train Your Dragon segment. But before we talk about the live action, we should start with the first cartoon.
Yeah.
Okay? Okay, so what do you have to say about the cartoon? What you like about the cartoon?
Well, considering I have watched all of the movies countless times, and I have also watched the original 5 or 7 seasons or something of the TV show. Now, granted, I haven't watched the newer ones. Apparently, I just found out about this 9 Realms thing that I was looking at on my phone with Hiccup and Astrid's kids. So I'm going to have to go find that one. But safe to say, probably my favorite cartoon franchise. One of my favorite.
Okay, so what we're going to do is a cartoon. We're going to compare the differences and the similarities. Yeah. And then we're going to rate overall how much it was. And we're also going to talk more about the live action. Okay?
Okay.
So, in the cartoon, how does it start off?
So it starts off with the introduction of Burke and Hiccup's telling the story about how they live there and all the dragons, and they're under attack immediately. So we get all the different dragon types. So we learn about the Gronkles, and we learn about the Natters, and we learn about the what's the one? The monstrous nightmare that lights himself on fire.
And the terrible terror.
Yeah, we learn about the terrible terrors later. Those are during the dragon training camp that he goes to. So
and the cursed Night Fury.
Yes, of course, the Night Fury. So, and of course, we're introduced immediately to the other kids in the village. So they're the cool kids. Hiccup, not so much.
Nope.
Yeah. So, am I supposed to start comparing now?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So you're going to compare each section. Like we're going to start with
right.
the beginning, and then we're going to go to the middle, and then we're going to compare the end. So let's keep talking about the beginning. So like he meets all the cool kids.
Right.
And he's getting mentored by
Gobber,
who is missing an arm and a leg.
So, first off, I was not going to go see this live action movie.
Nope.
I wasn't going to do it. I honestly didn't think that Gerard Butler was going to be stoic.
But now he is.
But when I found out that he was, I was like, okay, if he will get on this bandwagon and do this movie, then it must be true to the original. Because, I mean, I just don't think Gerard would support it if it wasn't going to be good.
And let's just say most live actions, they change so much.
They do.
They change like the plot, they change the story.
They add like extra scenes or...
It's not cool.
Yeah.
If you watch the originals, you're like, no, I don't like this movie anymore.
Right.
But this one is like tick for tack, missing a few words here and there, but that's it.
Right? I think at the beginning, he was doing the same introduction, telling us all about the different types of dragons and everything. The only thing, and maybe I wasn't paying close enough attention, is he didn't give all the kids' names right away.
Nope.
So it was kind of hard, like if you've never watched the cartoons, to really, who's Fish Legs and who's Snotlout and who's, you don't know the names right away. I think maybe Astrid's was the only one that he threw out there, obviously, because she's the crush.
Yeah, so. And also, during the beginning, when he's going to hit the Night Fury with his new contraption fury that throws the things.
Yeah.
In the live action, it's a 2-shot. But in the cartoon, there's only 1 barrel.
Oh, they had to make it cooler with the 2-barrel, huh?
Mm-hmm. They had to make it cooler with the 2-barrel.
Yeah. So I think that they also did a really good job with the mannerisms. So like Gobber, for example. Oh my goodness. It was perfect. Like the way he moved his face, the way he talked, the way he walked. It was he just enveloped that character and made it exactly what the cartoon was.
Yes, exactly.
I'm eating some of your popcorn here.
Why are you eating my popcorn?
Because it's delicious. Tastes like Kilwins.
Okay. But, so we cover the middle. It's mostly the same, right? You'd say?
We're jumping right to the middle.
Well, what did we miss?
What did we miss? I don't know.
We've missed,
I have to say that I think Hiccup's voice bothered me a little bit there at the beginning.
Me too.
I wasn't sure I was going to really like this actor, but man, he grew on me real fast. He wasn't quite as nasally as the cartoon, which is just like iconic Hiccup, but it was good. Yeah. And I have to say, even though I love Gerard, he needed to beef up a little bit more for this movie. He looked a little scrawny when he threw his coat off and started fighting the dragons at the beginning. Yeah. Stoic is like size of a boulder, man.
Like crushes a
Gerard could have done some weightlifting, I think. Yeah. Gotten a little bit, more toned. Yeah.
Also, we also missed when he came out and they've all been telling him, stay in the shop, stay here. But he comes out and actually hits the Night Fury.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, big moment.
But then he's always like, well, I've always wanted to kill a dragon. Kill a dragon. Kill a dragon. I'm going to fight this dragon. And finally, he actually hits the Night Fury. And he thinks, oh, if I kill this thing, my dad will be so proud. Everyone will praise me.
Right. It'll be finally one of the team. One of the Vikings.
Yep. Okay, so we're going to move on to the middle, where his dad is not proud of him.
Yeah.
But he's like, well, I don't care, and marches out the other side of the house to find the Night Fury he shot down.
Right, because nobody will believe him.
Because nobody will believe him, so he has to kill him and get, like, scales or something to show him.
Right, bring his head back on a spike or something.
Bring his head back. So, but the thing is, like, he wants to get it, but he brings the tiniest knife I've ever seen to kill this giant black Night Fury, the most powerful dragon, and he brings the tiniest knife.
Right? I mean, that seems pretty hiccupy.
Very hiccupy. Like
hiccupy.
Like you should bring a battle axe or something.
He can't carry it. He's too scrawny.
He's hiccup. But now he's crossed out so many spots, and he can't find the Night Fury wherever he goes. Now this is like spot on. Like there's the same trail, the same foresty look every time. But the one thing I did notice is his, like, he had one time, I think it was a book in like the live action or something. And on the other one, it was like a map. So they kind of changed that a bit.
Yeah.
I noticed the small differences. Like it was a map instead of his journal.
Mm-hmm.
But then he finally found him and was going to kill him.
Yeah. So Toothless was pretty perfect as well. I mean, the CGI was really good. I mean, true to the cartoon. I think after we watched the live action, we went back and we watched the cartoon. And Toothless's expressions were a little bit more animated, but easy to read, and really showed his emotions really deeply. The CGI one was good. Don't get me wrong. It was definitely good, but I didn't kind of feel that emotion as deeply.
Like
from
whenever
him.
they picked up a weapon, he was like, "Urgh." But in the cartoon, he was like jumps, pounces out for whatever he's doing. But whenever you pick up a weapon in the live action, he just lays down and growls at you.
Yeah. So, I mean, he's still pretty good though.
Yeah.
I think as far as like the dragon CGI goes, I think the Gronkle was perfect.
Yes.
Absolutely perfect. The Natter was good. I think Stormfly could have been a little brighter. The colors were a little muted, but I'm trying to go, real life and
real life. They'd be a bit more muted.
And man, the Monstrous Nightmare was
spot on-ish. Like the fire, his kind of like his fire kind of, I think, didn't engulf him as much.
Yeah.
In the live action, felt like in the cartoon he was more covered.
Yeah.
But in the live action, I think it was trying to be more realistic. Like the wind, it would like put out the fire a bit more.
Right.
There wouldn't be as much on him. So I think they were trying to go more realistic for that. Well, as in the cartoon, he was like just a fireball.
Yeah. Yep. So really good on the CGI dragons there. And let's see, where are we now? Oh, we gotta go with all the things. Stoic leaving.
Stoic left in his ship to go defeat the dragons on Helheim's Gate Island.
Yeah.
Well, now Hiccup has decided to go back to the dragon he did not kill.
Right, dragon he did not kill. I think there was a little bit more description as to why the Vikings were like on that island and how a whole bunch of different tribes came together. That wasn't the same in the cartoon. The reason why they were there was a little bit, more expanded on in the live action. It also kind of explained, I had a slight complaint about Astrid not looking like the cartoon.
Like,
however,
if she had blonde hair, it'd be pretty good.
But it talked about how like Burke was a melting pot of all these tribes that came together and were trying to defeat the dragons to, help each of their individual lands. So the fact that Astrid's like supposed to be from a different area, but she also grew on me super fast. I actually, after watching the cartoon, first movie, although Astrid develops a lot in the, or the TV shows and the other movies, I like the Astrid in the movies better, or in the live action better.
Yes, I did too.
Yeah.
I mean, the one character I would say I did not like was, I don't know if it was Tough Nut or Rough Nut.
The twins.
The twins. I liked the boy. The boy was spot on, perfect, tall, talked
he was.
the same.
Face was
amazing. The same. He talked the same. The girl
didn't capture her quite.
It
wasn't just the look different. It was there wasn't quite the tough attitude there.
Yeah.
You know.
Like in the cartoon, she's like super tough.
She's
but in
super
this one,
tough.
she's like girly pop-ish.
Just a little bit. Yeah.
Just
a little bit too much.
A little bit too much.
Yeah.
She's like, girls stick together. And the other one, she's like tough.
Yeah.
She's more whimsy, I feel like.
oh my goodness. And Fish Legs, all I could think of
is his hair.
Was Christmas Chronicles and how he's the elf. And that's all I kept seeing the whole movie. Although he did a really good job as Fish Legs, you know, with all the stats and stuff that he's throwing out there all the time. But
I could only see him as the elf.
Yeah, I can't remember the elf's name. What's the elf's name?
Don't remember.
Something really weird. I actually just looked it up before this and now I've forgotten. Oh dear.
Dang.
All right, so Stoic has left to go find the nest.
Dragon school has started.
Yep, dragon training.
And Hiccup ain't doing well at the moment. But after every time dragon training's over, he's leaving. And no one else knows where. But he's going to the Night Fury.
Right, who's stuck, who can't get out right now.
He can't get out.
Yeah.
So.
Because Hiccup cut his tail off. Whoops.
Whoopsie.
Whoopsies.
I don't think Toothless, the Night Fury, knows that he's the one who did it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he does.
Yeah.
I think he knows. He's forgiven him at this point because, you know, he didn't kill him with his little knife.
with his little knife.
So now we're learning all the interesting things about the dragons on how they don't like eels. And
like if there's special spots, it'll make them go like, it'll make them faint or sleep.
Right.
And they also don't like flower dust.
Yeah, so that was one weird thing. Like, why do you change the tiniest little things? They had dandelions in the live action. And they had, like, grass, like it was catnip almost.
Wasn't it grass?
Yeah, it was grass in the cartoon. It's like a catnip type thing, you know, and dandelions. I mean, it's fine. Doesn't bother me any. But why'd you change it? I don't know. Of all the things to pick, you change the one little
thing.
Yeah, one little plant. Kind of odd.
But since he's figuring all of this out, he's doing better and better in dragon training. And he's growing more and more and more popular. Right?
Yeah, the whole village wants to get his secrets now.
Yes. But then Stoic comes back. And it's like, oh, where's my son? And there's like, oh, it's hard being a superstar. It's hard being famous. And he's like, my son?
Yeah.
Because he doesn't believe in his son.
Right.
And also, what happens is then they get into a conversation at the house when he finally gets home. And it's like, now we can talk. You've been keeping secrets from me. And Hiccup like almost admits that he's been training Toothless.
So close.
So close.
Yeah.
So close. And this is when one of my favorite parts is coming.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So they're sitting there trying to have man talk, you know.
And then he says, hi, you need a Viking helmet. And he gives him a Viking helmet and said, this is from your mother's breastplate. We have the matching set. And then he takes the one off his head. And then there's both of them.
Breast hats.
Breast hats. I have that at the top of my notes. Funniest part.
Of course. Yeah, but he only had the matching set in the cartoon. He doesn't mention that in the live action that he has the matching set.
Nope, he doesn't.
So, you know, keeps her close, he says in the cartoon.
He just says, keeps him close. Weird.
Oh, goodness.
Okay,
Yeah.
so now that he's doing well, it's now like the finale where like they have one more test, and whoever wins this test gets to go kill a dragon.
Yeah.
And guess who wins it? Hiccup. By making him sleep.
Yep. So I gotta rewind just a little bit because the other thing that's great about this is that the score is the exact same. The music is amazing.
Amazing.
And so the first flight that he takes on Toothless, it was brought chills to my arms.
Chills.
Yep. It was just like bringing it back. The first time I ever watched the cartoon was glorious. So that definitely was appreciated that they kept the music the same because it's some of the most iconic music, I think.
Yeah, it's really good music.
Yeah. All right. So now he's in the ring.
He's in the ring.
He's supposed to kill the monstrous nightmare. But he's
not the monstrous nightmare.
Yeah.
It's the fire one.
Yeah. And he's about to like tame him.
And then his dad goes, "Stop!"
Right?
Throws something at him. And then the fight begins.
You know, I wonder which hand came first. It was definitely the dragon hand versus the dino training. Yeah.
The dino stole it.
Jurassic World definitely stole the hand. Because that is a dragon training hand, not a raptor training hand.
They stole it.
Oh, there's something else here that we'll get to that dragons stole from them. Yeah, you had to catch it. And it was just a little phrase. All right.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Do you? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Maybe.
We'll see.
Is it close to the end?
All right. So
his dad gets mad and starts yelling and says, like, stop the fight. But then, fire and chaos emerges. And Hiccup actually has to fight him, but he doesn't want to. Like, he has a friend.
Right.
But then Toothless hears him screaming, help, get me out of here. And Toothless is like, I need to help him.
Right, but he doesn't have Hiccup. We totally glossed over the part where Hiccup has to make him the other half of the tail. And they have to fly together. That's the only way that they can fly.
Okay, let's talk about that part right now.
Yeah, because, I mean, Toothless is running through the forest, can't fly to him. He's got to just, like, kind of glide and fall and run to get there.
And so he has to make a tail, right? So they made a leather, complex plans, melt sword to make it.
Yeah.
But you can only fly with Hiccup there. And with his cheat sheet, which he loses. And you can only fly with him because he can only one who control the tail, which will make him go left or right or straight or down.
Right.
So, like you said, he just bounds through the forest to Hiccup, who is not hurt yet. And then everyone's like, no, the Night Fury! And they dogpile on him.
They do. It's so sad.
They're like, ah! Very sad.
So sad.
But then they strap him up.
Yep.
And
because, I mean, all Stoic wants is to find this dragon's nest.
Oh, we skipped that part.
And guess who's the only one that can find it? A dragon.
And we totally glossed over the part where Hiccup takes.
It's true. We did.
You say it.
No, you go ahead.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I gotta eat this popcorn.
So we totally glossed over the part where
Hiccup takes Astrid on a magic carpet ride.
On a magic carpet ride.
Magic dragon ride.
Magic dragon ride. And then they keep flying and flying, and finally they find the dragon's nest. And when they land, Astrid's like, I gotta go tell everybody, we gotta attack now. And he's like, and Hiccup's like,
right? Because it's not really the dragons that are being mean.
It's the master.
Giant master that's in the...
Like, give me food or I'll kill you. I'll eat you alive.
Right? He ate a poor little Gronkle.
Yeah.
That's so sad.
It was so sad. But what happened was she's like, no, don't tell him. She's like, you just want to protect your little dragon friend. He's like, yeah, that's true.
I mean, they've kind of become one at this point. He's got to protect him. Okay, so now
we're back to our part.
Back to our part where they tackle Toothless, hook him up to the boat so that they can find the dragon's nest. Yep, they use his head. That was the other thing. They didn't do a very good job in the live action one of his head being like the navigation to get him through. Compass. It was like a compass in the.
He was just like this
in the cartoon, right? He just kind of. Yeah, he really needed to move a little bit more to make it more sense of following him.
In the cartoon, he was like this.
Yeah, definitely moving around a lot more. Little things. Just little things that you notice, you know?
Little things.
Right.
Okay, so they finally find the dragon's nest. And Hiccup's like, oh no, my dragon. Sad, sad, sad. He's gonna get killed. Sad, sad, sad.
Sad, sad, sad.
But then he's like...
But then he gets a kiss from his girlfriend.
And he's like, I have a crazy idea.
Right? And he teaches everybody.
Everybody how to ride a dragon.
Their own dragon. Now, the one thing that I'm sitting there going, you didn't learn any of the dragon's names besides Toothless. And I thought for sure that you did in the cartoon. But then we rewatched it. And you didn't.
Nope.
We just know all of their wonderful names because of all the seasons and seasons of TV that we've watched and the other movies.
Yes.
So, I mean, we didn't learn Hook Fang. We didn't learn Stormfly. We didn't learn Meatlug. None of them in this movie.
Nope.
It's like we've come to love these dragons. And
we need to know their names.
We didn't even know their names in this one. I didn't even realize that in the first movie.
Or the cartoon. The cartoon
didn't do it either. I know. And I thought for sure it did. But it's just because we're such huge fans and we've watched years of dragons that we know their names.
That is true. That is true. That is true.
Right.
But
all right. So now everybody's got a dragon.
Everybody's got a dragon and they're all flying in. But at this point, the Vikings are already set up and they're blowing through the mountain.
Right.
And all the dragons fly out and go to the sky. And they're like, is that it? Are we all done? But I don't think you're done, Stoic says.
Nope. Stoic definitely is like, that's not it. This can't be it.
And then they hear a big boom. And something big comes out.
Right.
It's the Dragon Eater Dragon.
The Dragon Eater Dragon.
That's what I'm calling it. The Dragon Eater Dragon.
There you go.
Now, they had to battle it for a while, but then finally they get there with all the dragons.
Right. All the kids are there.
All the kids.
With their new dragons.
And
Stoic says, I'm sorry. I messed up.
And then they take off. But then the boat that has Toothless on it get hit by a fireball.
Yep.
And it starts sinking. And Hiccup can't save Toothless to get him out.
Not strong enough.
So Stoic eats him on the shore and swims back down.
Eats him
on
the shore.
And says, sorry, and then dives down and gets Toothless out.
Yeah, and then Toothless gets Stoic out of the water. Flies him up.
And then finally the big battle comes. But we have somebody, forgot his name, beating out the eye. What's his name?
Snotlout.
Snotlout is smashing his eyeball with a hammer.
Yep.
Which is very weird. I feel bad for that dragon, even though he's a bad guy. Like, my eye would hurt after that.
Right? One of his, 6 eyes?
I need to make a blind spot.
Right, because he doesn't have a blind spot.
Then they decide to distract him, like banging the shields. But then their dragons get all confused, and then they fall to the ground.
Right? So then we got Astrid in the big guy's mouth. And so this is what she stole from Jurassic World. She's flying around on Stormfly. Eyes on me. And I'm like, oh, you totally stole that.
Yeah. Eyes on me.
Right? We ain't training no raptors here.
No.
This ain't no Owen Grady.
No.
But I guess, retribution for him stealing the hand. So had to get a little jab in there.
Had to get a little bit of payback in.
Right.
But then she's finally in the dragon's mouth, the big one's mouth. Like, what? And so Toothless comes and breaks all the teeth and grabs her out. And then they land so softly in a big dragon battle. And then he says, "Can this dragon fly? I see its wings."
Right.
And then they take off.
Get it up off the ground.
But while they're up there, you can do, all the Vikings just see light and flares and everything.
Right. Super cool.
But in the clouds, Toothless' tail gets hit. The fake one that was made.
Yep. And they're going down.
They're going down. But while they're going down, they shoot all his wings, holes through it.
Right.
So now when he tries to fly, he just kerplumps to the ground.
Yeah, but what's the key? What takes him down? Gotta wait. You gotta time it perfect where he sucks in to get that big old fireball out.
And then
Toothless implodes it.
Toothless shoots it back at him. He's
right?
Like,
yep, and then he's choking.
and he's choking and he falls. And then 2 seconds later, boom!
Right?
He
and then,
blows up.
Okay, another just picture perfect from, actually, I don't know, maybe even better than the original cartoon.
Yeah.
You've got the explosion at the bottom,
And then
Hiccup's falling, Toothless is diving. Oh my gosh. Crying. Tears.
Crying.
I mean, I know that it's going to be all right, but it was just beautiful. Oh my goodness, they got it perfect.
They did.
Yeah.
So perfect.
It was so good.
So,
All right.
when he finally falls to the ground, Stoic starts running around like crazy trying to find his son. But then he sees just Toothless.
Just Toothless.
Just Toothless. And here we have another Duncan repeat. Just Toothless. Dead.
You got to watch his other podcast to get all these
You gotta watch
little
Jurassic
Jurassic World hints that we're giving out.
Yeah, another repeat of Duncan. He's dead. Crap. So sad. Sad.
But
But then Toothless is like, what? And then lifts up his wing, and there's Hiccup.
most of him.
Most of Hiccup. And then he wakes up in his house.
Right.
But Toothless is bounding around in his house. And he's like, what are you doing in here? And then he gets out of bed and then realizes he's got no leg. And he's got a fake leg.
Same side that Toothless is missing his tail.
Sad. So they're both missing something.
Yep.
And then he walks out and there's dragons everywhere. And he's like, what? And then he comes out and his dad's right there and he says, yeah, how else would we get home? Our boats were crashed. We rode dragons.
Right?
And then he said, thank you, son. You were the one who helped us all. And then he like gestures to his whole body. And he says, you just gestured to my whole body. He said, yeah.
All of me.
You just gestured to all of me. And he said, and then,
Need a little bit more of all of that.
Yeah, a little bit more of all of that.
Yep.
And he said, well then, what's his name? What's his name again?
Gobber?
Gobber comes in and says, well, most of him. And then looks at his leg.
Yep. All right. So that's our breakdown. And I cannot wait for them to do number 2.
I can't wait for number 3 with the Light Fury.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think they'll get that far?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, they better get moving. I mean, these actors aren't getting any younger.
No.
Yeah. So, think that wraps it up?
I
Yeah?
think. Maybe.
Let's see. Got my little popcorn box notes here. I mean,
everyone gets a dragon. Wow.
I think that, overall, after watching the 2 back to back, the live action really did it justice, and it really developed, the story a bit more. I felt like the cartoon was a little bit, watching them back to back, the cartoon was a little bit quicker.
Quicker, yes, I would say. But I feel like in the live action, you couldn't really tell. I don't know which one, but the Hiccup Astrid thing, and one of them wasn't as clear at first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
In the end, it's developed more slowly, I feel like.
Yeah.
But in like the other one, it was like quick pace. You could tell by the middle.
Yeah.
That it was happening.
Yeah, I think maybe on Astrid's part.
On Astrid's part.
Like,
yes.
maybe in the cartoon, she didn't start liking him
for a while.
As quickly. They made it a little bit more obvious in the live action one.
They made it a lot more obvious, like in the middle you could
that
tell
she liked him.
That she liked him.
I mean, obviously we knew he liked her.
But I feel like in the live action it was clear, but in like the cartoon it was like big on, yes.
Yeah.
In the other one he was just like, yeah, I do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so I think that wraps us up.
I think it does. Well, thank you for having me as a guest.
We still have one more thing.
We do? Oh, we got to rate it.
You have to rate
That's
it.
That's right. How many popcorns? I mean, how many donuts?
Yes. 1 out of 12 donuts, 12 being the dozen, the best. Or 13, a baker's dozen, the best movie you've ever seen.
Best movie I've ever seen.
So, let's rate this.
Oh,
1 to 13 donuts. 13 is the best out of the best. 12
I'm trying
is
to think
great.
of like a movie that I like better to gauge a 12 versus a 13.
Mission Impossible for me.
Well, yeah, definitely
so
for you.
I'm thinking, okay, I think I have my rating.
You do?
You go first.
No, you go first.
No, you gotta tell me when you have it.
Oh, man.
It's hard.
It is super hard. I'm trying to think of one that I like better. That would be like my all-time favorite. Well, I mean, I know you'll laugh, but I've watched Pride and Prejudice a million times. And every version. I'm wondering if that's my 13. Oh, that would be really bad if that's my 13. Oh, no, popcorn down.
No Pride and Prejudice.
No Pride and Prejudice?
No.
All right. I've got mine, but you have to go first.
Fine. 8 out of 12.
What? Throw popcorn at you for that. How dare you?
What are you going with?
I'm going with a 12 out of 12.
What?
I didn't give it a 13.
Fine. 10. I'll give it a 10. Mission Impossible is the best, though.
Is a 13 for you?
13.
Yeah. All right.
So
no, definitely I would have to say
12 out of 12.
It was my favorite cartoon or animated, whatever you want to call it,
I might
series
stay with 8.
Forever. And I really, really enjoyed.
Well, I'd say this is the best live action remake that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Best live action remake I've ever seen. So I think I'm going to go with a 9 as my final score.
All right, fine.
We go with a 9. So
I'm going with a 12.
We got to average that out. So
we got to average that out.
Mm-hmm. So a total rating would be around a 10 and a half. Pretty good. Pretty good movie, I'd say.
Pretty good movie. All right. Well, thank you for letting me join. Thank you for letting me eat your popcorn.
Yes, that was pretty fun.
Yeah. Maybe I'll be back someday for number 2.
You will be back in 2027.
Oh my gosh.
That was Gotta See 'Em All. How to Train Your Dragon. Like and subscribe and all that jazz. See you then. Good.